What's up, YouTube family and friends? This is your girl Wanda Ashley Fuller. Welcome back to the channel W.A. Fuller. Just want to come on and talk about something really quick. I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible. Just a little snippet. A couple of weeks ago, I was thinking to myself about um, like funds, money, whatever you want to call it, that great big old dollar. And like my family is very big. I have a total of 8 kids, me and my husband. Little background. Um, Me and my first husband, because I was married before, me and him have 6 beautiful children together. Um, got divorced, remarried, and me and my husband, now we have 2 kids together, so that makes a total of 8 kids that I have given birth to that I share with my husband now. So we have 8 kids together. And I was just beginning to think about like, man, it's a lot. It's a lot dealing with. No, sorry, but my eyes are a little dark. Um, I'm a girl, and uh, we just finished. So for all the young ladies out there who during those times when things change and get out of whack, you understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, I was just being thinking like, man, it's a lot. My kids are getting bigger. They eat a lot. And it's always something, they always need clothes. They always need this. They always need that. And I was, just going over a couple of things with him. And I was like, man, the last 2 boys, I'm like, listen, they ain't gonna need some more of everything. I mean, especially that last one, the baby. Um, he's gonna need pretty much everything, from socks, underwear, shirts, pants, you name it. He gonna need it because he have outgrown. When I say everything that we bought, especially for school at the beginning of the year, baby can't fit half of none of that stuff. Actually, none of it really. So we just holding on. And I was just sharing with him, like, pretty much all the kids really gonna need some things for school next year. My 15-year-old, he's like almost okay. He may need a few things here and there, but not too much. My twins, most definitely, they gonna need everything all over again. So between my twins, my 11-year-old, my 9-year-old, and my 7-year-old, they're really gonna need more things. Especially like the last three. My 11-year-old, most definitely, because it's like now, baby boy ain't dealing with them for like maybe 4, maybe 5 good pair of pants, because all his stuff he has literally outgrown. So shirts he's still rocking with, but them pants, my last baby, so, and I was like, you know what, God, I thank you for being a provider. I thank you for making a way that me and my husband can provide for our kids. And I just began to contemplate on, like, man, sometimes a lot of people, they look like they doing good, they prospering, they blessed, and just on the outside looking in, and they really got it going on. They can do a lot of stuff. They can do this, they can do that, and that, trust me, listen, one thing about me, I don't count nobody's pockets, honey, at all. Your income, however you get your income, you get your income. Only person pockets I'm counting right here is my husband's on. I count his pockets. But the thing was, sometimes we can get into, a little stupor, or feel some type of way, like, man, I wish I had this, I wish I could do that for my kids and my family and everything. Now, one thing about me, and I've always been like this, one thing about me, I believe in taking care of my house. I believe making sure them bills get paid. I believe making sure we have food to eat. I believe in those type of things. So, I mean, hey, people live their life. They do what they do with their funds. Boo-boo, do you, honey. That's all I got to say. And I am a big, firm believer in paying my tithes. I don't care what. I'm a big, firm believer in that. That was installed in me since I was a little girl, being brought up in my home church with St. Paul. So even before I knew how to write my own name, I paid my tithes. My granddaddy would give me $1 because I think I seen him, a little snippet insert. I remember seeing him and my granny, and they was putting money in the envelope. Didn't know what it really was, but I inquired them and I asked them, and they told me, "Oh, this is paying tithes," and I was like, "Well, I want to do that too," not really understanding the dynamics. of what it means to pay your tithes properly, and how God can open up so many doors and bless you and cover you in so many different ways just by being obedient to paying your tithes. Now, a lot of people may differ, like, oh, I don't believe in paying my tithes, or I may pay my tithes this way, that way, honey. That's between you and Jesus. Okay? But I know with me, my tithes is I always pay my first fruit. So let's say, for instance, if I work a job and my job before taxes is $900, before taxes, before Uncle Sam get his dollar, and I may only come home with, let's say, $790, but my check before getting the tax taken out was $900. I'm giving God off rip his due, which is $90, because he only asking for 10% or whatever. Compared to everybody else, they want 12, 15, or 20%. So, hey. But the thing is, I'm going to make sure that my tithes are paid. You know, whatever income I get. I'm going to make sure that the house is taken care of. You know, rent, lights, water, whatever. Thank you, Jesus, we don't pay rent. But like the light bill, the water bill, the internet bill, make sure the food is, you know, we have food. Make sure we have toiletries. Make sure we have soap, deodorant, lotion, and stuff like that. So I like to make sure that my family is taken care of. Make sure that we have the things that we need to live on, to survive. Now, do my kids have things like, you know, do we go out? Yes, we do go out. We do go out as a family. We do plan family trips. You know, do we eat out? Yes, we do. Of course, we do eat out. Now, do we eat out all the time? No, we don't. We do not eat out all the time. But now, I can say, my family have ate out more so within the last year than I would like. And all due because I did take ill last year. And my husband had to pretty much run the whole entire house by himself. I mean, everything. A lot of the things that I would do, you know, benefiting, you know, from my family, contributing to the house and everything, I can do anything. When I mean anything, I couldn't do anything. It was to the point where I had to depend on my husband and my bigger kids or whatever, even my little kids. They used to fuss over, you know, who's going to help mommy today. Because I was pretty much in the bed, could not move, could not get out. I could not get up out the bed. I could not move pretty much my own body. I couldn't move my legs. My husband had to move my legs, couldn't move my arm. He had to move my arm, couldn't go to the bathroom. Everything he had to do. So, therefore, since I did take ill like I did last year, a lot of times he couldn't cook. A lot of times he was too tired to cook. So, of course, the kids would eat out more so than they did as far as a home cooked meal and stuff like that. So yeah, we do eat out. We do go to fun places, and we plan those events because number one, it takes money, it takes finances to get those things done. It's gonna take some petrol. We're gonna need some gas to go where we need to go. Whatever we go, we take the kids to Fun Depot or whatever, or to the mall. We're gonna take some funds to do what they want to do at that mall. We're gonna take some funds to go feed them after the fact. So yeah, we actually do things together as a family, but like I was saying, you know, there are times where you may look at other people and be like, man, they always on the go. Or man, they doing this, they doing big things. Okay, baby, listen, do big things, honey. I periodically like to tell my kids that if you work hard, you get to play hard. You know, work for what you want. And for those who out there working hard, they on the grind, they doing things, they making sure that they're building for their family, building towards success, baby, keep going. Keep going. And I mean, there's other who can't do as much like that, like they may want to. Because, you know, they got different type of obligations. You know, things got to get taken care of. Things got to get paid. You know, they're thinking about, okay, listen, if I do this, I'm going to be short on my rent. If I do this, I'm not going to have enough money to buy groceries. Listen, honey, I understand what it means to look at what you got coming in and like, I got to make a decision. I can either buy this, do this, and then I got my little ones over here. They want to do this. They got this going on, that going on. I don't want to disappoint them. But at the end of the day, baby, I need some toilet paper. We got to be able to use the bathroom. You know, I need my sanitary napkins. But then you got this kid looking over here who's so super excited because they got this going on. And they may look at you like, Mommy, but it's only $25. And you're like, baby, all I got is $40. I got to put some gas in the truck. I only got $40 till Friday. Today, Tuesday. Tuesday. I need gas in the truck or in the car or whatever you're driving. I need to put a little money to feed y'all. Today, Tuesday, don't get paid to Friday, so we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, we'll be good. But see, kids don't understand that. So, and listen, I've been there and not done that where, years ago, not now, but I've been there and not done that where I'm looking like, man, I working part time. Been years ago. Well, I was like, man, I ain't got no money. My baby needs some diapers, but I also need some food. So here I am deciding what I need to get. My babies need to eat, but my baby need diapers. So trying to balance that, working, have your partner or whatever, and you trying to figure out, can you afford to get these 2-pack of chicken when you only literally got $25, but your baby needs some diapers? So I've been there, done that, had to overdraft my bank account because I need to pick her up some diapers, but I also need to get these 2-pack of chicken until I can get some more money, until I can, till the stamps kick in or whatever. So just, reminiscing a couple of days ago, or a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, God, sometimes we be on the outside looking in. We don't know how people doing, how they got what they got, how they making it. It may look like they got everything going on, like ain't nothing bad going on for them. And they're showing, they're sharing with us their success. They're sharing with us. They come up, and it's good. Listen, baby, congratulations on your come up. For those who been down there, who had to struggle, and now we're showing you our come up, that's great. But I just want to talk to the ones out there who's looking at it and they're getting depressed, they're getting sad, they're getting sidetracked, they're, overstimulated or whatever. They're losing faith, they're doubting like, God, when is it going to be my time? One thing I can say, and this ain't shade to nobody, I promise you it ain't. Sometimes when we look at people, we look at their lives, individuals, we may look at that single lady who's traveling all over the world. We looking at that power couple who ain't got no kids. They traveling, they got it made. We're looking at that family of 4 who got 2 kids and they got it going on. But we don't know what's going on behind the camera. We don't know how they're making it. Now, some of them, they will show you, baby, listen, I ain't always had it like this, honey, but God is good. It's been an uphill battle for us. And we ain't arrived yet, but we arriving. So for those who may sometimes look at it like, man, when is going to be my time? Baby, listen, patience. Keep doing what you're doing. Now, there's going to be some times where you may be prospering and everything is flourishing. There may be times, baby, you in your dry season where you looking at your wallet and your wallet looking back at you like, what you looking at me for? What you want me to do? So you just got to stay encouraged. You just got to keep going. You putting in the 9 to 5. You're doing these, you're doing that. You're making those sacrifices. But what I can tell you from my experience, like I say, do I have it all? No. Do it make it look easy? Sometimes we make it look easy, and it may seem like we got it going on. But a lot of times that may not be the case. Like even with my babies now, they looking, I was just telling them, I was like, listen, my 15-year-old, I was like, listen, baby, you ain't got no responsibility in this world. The only thing you're responsible for is taking your butt to school, doing what you're supposed to do. I say, but you ain't got to worry about, what I'm going to eat tonight. Or, when I get home, will the lights be off? Or, would I have running water to take a bath? None of that type of, I'm like, baby, you ain't got to worry about that. Your parents, we got this. And I say, that's grown-up stuff right there. That's what you call grown man business. Making sure that all your needs are taken care of. Now, do my kids, do they get sometimes what they want? Yes, they do. And I have to periodically tell them that, listen, don't build your life trying to be like the next person. Now, you may be inspired by other people. You may want to I'm not going to say really be like other people, but you're looking at their success. You're looking at where they are now, and you're like, man, I want to be like that one day. You don't want their life, but you see the benefits of their hard work, their hard achievement, or whatever. And some of them may not be hard work and achievement. But hey, to each his own. We ain't here, we're neither there. But I'm just saying. So, you just got to keep it going. And I try to teach my babies, like, listen, we're not striving to, you don't want to come up in the world and just to show off yourself and like, oh, look what I done. Look what I got. Ha, 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 I made it. No. I remember I was praying some years ago, and God had to check me real quick, fast, in a hurry. I mean, check me quick. And he was like, if I give it to you, your heart's desire. Now, I ain't saying that I want all the money in the world, because I firmly believe in the scripture when it says, what does it profit a man to gain the whole entire world but lose his soul? I can buy any and everything that I want in the world, but I don't want to sacrifice my peace. I don't want to have to give up my peace. I don't want to have to give up my peace of mind. I don't want to have to give up my sanity. I don't want to sell who I am, who God has created me to be, to become someone in the world that the world look at. Who the world say, oh man, you got it going on. According to the world, you got it going on. According to the world, you doing big things. According to the world, you're making big moves. See, we can look good in the world. We can look good for the world. But it all boils down to, do you look good to God? What is God saying about you? Is God giving you your accolades? Is God patting, clapping for you, patting you on the back, say, baby, you doing big things. You coming up. You coming on up. See, we can come up in man's eyes, but what about God's eye? So I try to teach my kids, like, listen, having it all, at what cost? You don't want to sell your soul to the devil to become a friend of this world. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad to have nice things. No, baby, it ain't bad to have nice things, son. It's not. Because I also believe in the scripture when it says that the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell therein. And that he also says, no good thing will I withhold to them who live according to my will, who love me, who do my command. Come on. He desires that you prosper, be in good health, even as your soul prosper. In him. But see, you have to understand where your heart is. If your heart is where your riches are, then that's who you serve. That's your God. If you're constantly thinking about riches, finances, fame, fortune, wealth, all those type of things, and that's where your heart and your mind is, baby, that has become your God. That's your idol. He already said no good thing will he withhold from us, for those who live upright. So it has to be a balance. I remember sharing that one time, that it has to be a balance. So yes, he desires great things and good things for you, but he also wants you to remain humble at the same time. So I remember when he checked me, he was like, if I give you the desires of the heart, if I just bless you in that way, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to parade it around and show off? What if I do give you that car and it's paid off, that truck that you want and everything like that? And I got a truck, thank you, Lord. My husband got me a truck because, we got a whole lot of kids. And I'm praying that, hey, baby, listen, I want a different vehicle. The kids getting bigger. I want something bigger. I want something better. But I appreciate what I have now. But the thing is, he was like, if I give it to you, what you going to do? Are you going to be like, aha, look what I have? Oh, look at me now. I ain't, okay, look at me now. You just showing off. No. He was like, I don't want to give you something and you're going to have that type of attitude. I'm like, God, that's not me. He like, but I want you to make sure it's not you. Because you can say a whole lot of things, but then when it's there, sometimes people switch up. And he was like, I want to make sure that you stay in a humble state, in a grateful state, and the Lord, I thank you state. Instead of showing out, yeah, look what I've achieved. So there's nothing wrong with showing or sharing what God has done for you. But it's a different thing when you want to showboat and show other people, and that pride and boastful spirit kicks up. You don't want to be proud. You don't want to be boastful. So I began to think about it a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, God, you know what? We're okay. Bills is paid. We got food, could use more food. And I'm like, God, cause even I don't get steps like I used to. I've been actually sliced in half. So a lot of the food that me and my husband, we put in this house, it has to come out of our pockets. So, and I'm thank you, Lord, for what we do receive. But I thank you, Lord, that we also have the finances that even if the stamps are going today or tomorrow, we can still provide for our family. We can still feed our kids at the end of the day. So instead of me just completely relying on the government, like, oh man, they cut them off, what we gonna do? Baby, we gonna eat. We still gonna eat. Honey, you may not have them barbecue ribs on with macaroni and cheese, but you gonna have some baked chicken and some rice and some beans. You still gonna eat. At the end of the day, you gonna have food in your belly, honey. You ain't going to bed hungry unless you just want to. That's your choice. That's your business. But you gonna eat. So, and also, tell them, talk to them about the importance of how you feel and how you feel about yourself. What are you thinking? Having a positive mind, having a good spirit, having a grateful heart. So now, and I really don't, I teach my kids not to show off what they have and not to always be bragging. We don't want to brag, but we want to tell the Lord, thank you. So, I remember a while ago, before we moved out of South Bay, me and my husband, my family, a lot of the kids were younger, stuff like that. Excuse me. Even the baby, I think he was in pull-ups in at that time, I want to say. It was moving, and the person was like, oh, you need to get your babies some toys. I'm like, honey, listen. I say, with them, I'm like, honey, my kids don't need anything. And they was like, oh, yes, they do. They need this and this and that. I'm like, listen, honey, listen to what I say. They ain't lacking in anything. And so, they was like, oh, but they need this. Because the only thing she saw was a bin that had some toys in it. And I was like, honey, turn around. Turn around. You see that closet up there? Look up there in that closet. And her mouth dropped. She was like, oh my gosh. She was like, I was like, yes. I said, you just was looking at that. You didn't see the bigger picture. I'm like, baby, they good with toys. Toys that they haven't even opened up yet. She was like, oh my gosh. She like, I'm like, yeah. I said, oh, but come, let's go to the girls' room. You look up in that closet right there. Nice toys. Unboxed. I was like, honey, if I want to, I can give some of these toys away. And I think because we was moving around about Christmas time, and I was like, and they just got more stuff. So I'm like, they don't really need anything else. They ain't lacking in that department. And I think what some people get messed up at, where if they don't see it, you ain't got it. If they don't see you with it, you ain't got it. I'm like, they good. They don't need anything else really. Because to her visible eye, they only had like a handful of toys. And I was like, listen, honey, why would I give them all their brand new good toys, good toys, for them to destroy? These toys that you're seeing, these are toys they've been playing with for a while. And they still get more things. But at the same token, to be smart and to not always go out and spend every time you turn around because they breaking their stuff, I'm only giving to them in increments. I change out toys. I throw away the things that's broken, things that are still good condition that they like to play with. And some of the stuff they just didn't want to play with at all. So, say all this to say this. Sometimes you just got to step back and look back and just watch God. Watch Him work. So where you thinking that you may be lacking in, someone else could be looking at you like, man, I see what she's doing. I see what he's doing. Man, they're looking at your attributes. They're looking at your characteristic. But you're looking at someone else from what you see. And you're like, man, when is my turn? But you may have someone else looking at you like, man, that person got this going. They're looking at maybe your mannerism, maybe your character, maybe how you carry yourself. They're looking at, you may have the glory of God all over your life. It seems like you always at peace. It seems like you ain't got no type of care in the world. It seems like don't nothing phase you, don't nothing bother you. Like, man, you always in good spirit. You always so chipper and so happy. Don't nothing get you down. And you look at him like, baby, I just was up half the night praying. Just last week I was crying my heart out to God. And I'm gonna put myself on a 3-day consecration. Well, I ain't eating nothing but salmon and salad and water for 3 days. I'm at the master's feet. I'm in the word like, God, give me some direction. Give me some instruction. Give me more peace. But they just see the glory of that part. They didn't see that part of you. That wasn't visible to them, but that was visible to God. So while you looking at them like that, they looking at you like there's something about you. Girl, what is it? Man, what is it? And you just was in the 3-night revival with yourself in your house, crying out to God, fasting and praying. God, check my spirit. God created me a clean heart and renew a right spirit in me. God, change me, change my mind. Purge me with hyssop. Make me whiter than snow. Wash me with fuller soap. That was your prayer. That was the era that you was in. That was your phase right there. God, I want to be more hungry for you. God, teach me how to budget. Teach me how to pay my bills properly. Teach me how to buy groceries like I'm supposed to buy groceries. Teach me not to overspend. Teach me how to save $1. Teach me how to properly tithe. Those are the attributes that you're praying for, that you're fasting for, that you're asking God. God, give me spirit, give me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on how to treat my wife. Give me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding how to go on my job and mind my business so I can get that. I ain't got to get sent home. So when I get my paycheck this week, I can give it to my wife so she can do what she got to do with it. Instead of me, telling my boss off. God, give me wisdom and understanding that when my husband brings the check home Friday, I know how to properly go get some groceries, go get the toiletries that we need. Go ahead and put this up and pay this and pay my husband life insurance, pay my children life insurance. Instead of being wasteful, instead of going to buy what I don't need. So yeah, sometimes we may get sidetracked and we may look at what others may be doing. And yeah, good. Baby, enjoy life. But I would say put a plan in action. Put $5, $10 aside, honey. $25 if you can afford it. Put towards it. Save. So before you go spend that extra $2, nah, you know what? I don't need them bag of wrap chips. Wonder. Don't go spend them $2 to go buy 4 bags of wrap chips, Wonder. Put that $2 aside for something else. Put it away. You really don't need another bottle of perfume, Wanda. So instead of buying that bottle of perfume, put that money aside. Put that money away. My hair need to be done right about now. And one thing about me, I'm gonna make sure my girls get their hair done. I will make sure they get make sure my youngest twin get her hair retwist. Make sure my oldest twin get her hair replatted. Now, do you see sometimes that their hair need to be done? Yeah. And in between, if I ain't got the funds, babe, I'm gonna sit there and plait her hair myself. I ain't the best hair platter. I ain't the best hair lock twister, but I'm gonna do theirs. Even when I was cutting my hair, I had my hair cut, I would tell my husband, nah, babe, don't cut me today. Hey, go cut them boys. Oh, babe, you need it. Yeah, okay. How about you get them first, then you come get me afterwards. Go cut their hair, then you can cut mine. I can wait. I'm good. I'm grown. I can wait. So, and then, yeah, sometimes I do got to do better. Even now, my oldest twin, she was like, Mommy, we're going to do my hair. And I had to tell her, listen, my apologies, baby, because I've been able to sit down and plait your hair, especially for the summer, but I wasn't feeling good. So I also taught them to communicate with them, like, listen, I can't, Mommy can't plait your hair this weekend, honey. And for my oldest twin, baby, that's all they think, because she got a lot of hair. But I try to make sure that they're good, make sure that that their needs are met. They're getting older. And my 15 was like, Mommy, this world is so cruel. Yeah, because they look at you like, oh, you need a haircut. Oh, you need your hair done. Yes, and you do. But yes, come on, let's get your haircut. Let's get your hair done. Look good and feel good. Yeah, you need some more shoes. Yeah, look good and feel good. So, and even when it comes down to like designer, yeah, my kids, I do buy this. I do believe in buying designers, but closet full, honey, no, baby. Some things gonna be Walmart. Some things gonna be Children's Place. You know, yeah, some things may be City Trend. And City Trend, I ain't sleeping on them because they got some good stuff. But I also wanted to be grateful and appreciative. So yeah, baby, you can rock some Walmart clothes, and you can also rock some name brand clothes. I ain't one sided where I only do this or no. I want you to have a balance. Because I understand that some of my kids are horrible when it comes to clothes. They are horrible on shoes, they're horrible on clothes. And so yes, that means I have to teach them more how to be good to their things, how to properly know how to wash their things, how to properly know how to put their clothes up. So yeah, I'm teaching them, baby, this is how you wash your clothes. Let's make sure we get them stains out. Let's put our clothes up. Because I don't ever want to buy you something that's name brand and expensive and you don't know how to treat your $10, your $12 shirt. So why would I buy you a $25, $30, or $40, $50 shirt when you don't know how to treat your $12 shirt? Why would I buy you $80 pair of shoes when you don't treat your $25 shoes right? You throw them out. No, baby, put your shoes up. Let's clean your shoes. Let's wash them. I ain't got no problem buying you some Jordans or some Nikes or whatever. And even if I don't have a problem with somebody blessing you with those things, but even if they most definitely somebody bless you with it, baby, you sure better take care of it. Because people ain't got to do anything for you. It's a gift, it's a blessing when someone want to bless you. So be appreciative when someone give you things, when they buy you stuff. If they buy you a name brand shirt or name brand shoes, be great, be appreciative, take care of it. And I tell them all the time, I refuse to buy you something that you're going to tear up. I refuse to buy you something better. If you can handle this, like even with my kids, when I started buying them phones, baby, they got a simple mobile phone. And I would tell them, they're like, Mommy, can I get an iWho? I ain't even got an iPhone. Now for those, I have had an iPhone. I've had an iPhone before. Matter of fact, I've had 2 iPhones, honey. I have 2. I like my Android. Me and my Android, we're good. But I tell my kids, why would I buy you an expensive phone? Excuse me, I'm sorry. When you can't take care of the phone I may get from Dollar General. Why would I buy you a $80, $90, $100 phone when you can't take care of the $40 phone? Take care of your $40 phone. Show me that you're responsible. Then we can move up a little bit. Then we can move up. Why should I buy your iPad when you can't take care of your own tablet? Or your Contexa tablet. I'm not going to spend my funds when you're going to break it, when you're being careless with it. Show me that you can handle and take care of the small things. And baby, yes, you can get better, you can get bigger, you can get greater. Show me that you can take care of the small things, and then we can elevate to the greater things. So with all that being said, before you try to, before you get yourself in a stupor, before you start looking and shaking your head and scratching your head and doubting and questioning God, baby, don't question God about that. Use this as your training season, as your teaching season, as your learning season, as your budgeting season. And even me, I try to budget. I really do. And I can even do better with budgeting. I could come up on budgeting as well. You can always learn something. You can always get better at things. But before you start comparing yourself to someone else, sit there and do a self-evaluation like, God, you know what? I admire that. But give me what I need. Show me what I need to do. I can't build my life based on someone else because I don't know their struggles. I don't know what they had to get, what they had to do to get where they at. I don't even know if it's legit. And that ain't none of my business. But show me, deal with me, sit me down and teach me. Teach me through your word. Guide me on how I can become better at this. Show me on what I can do to improve in this area. So therefore, I can also enjoy the fruits of my labor. Show me. Give me strategies. Give me ideas. So therefore, when I work hard, I can show enough as I get older, I can play even harder. So just wanted to come on and share that with you guys a little bit. So until next time, love you, YouTube family, friends. Don't forget, always come check out your girl at WA Fuller. Until next time.